Well, good morning, everybody. One of my favourite times at Hochanda is when I get to introduce you to brand new guests joining our Hochanda family, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We have the Wool Shop Leeds. Got Jon and Sue. Hello
good morning.
to you both.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yes.
Very first time on TV?
It certainly is.
Oh, how are you feeling? Because I was nervous.
Very.
On a scale way up there.
Okay, you know what? Look, you're amongst friends. I'd love to hear the story though, because with the company, it's a nice story of how it all came about. So tell us a little bit about the history of the company.
Well, basically, I'm a tailor by trade.
Nice.
So I'm used to making garments, but not knitting garments.
Okay.
Then Sue is the knitter.
Right. Was the knitter.
Oh yes.
Knit for a long time.
Yeah. So we decided that we actually had bought a retail shop. About 8 years ago.
Guessing in Leeds?
Yes, in Leeds. And so that was it. I wanted to learn how to knit. Right, I said, but it's, you know, because it has sort of like a stigma anyway, that mostly women knit.
Well, we've got a lot of male guys who love to knit.
Now I know, now I realise, but at the time not. And I said to Sue, I said, well, I'll be taught how to knit. I said, but you don't tell my mates down at the pub.
Okay.
I said, because, anyway, she put what was it, an advert? An advert in the paper.
I had an article in the Evening Post.
Yeah,
nice.
and it sort of explained, even my husband knits. Wow. And that was it. They all found out. So they all call me John the Jumper now.
John the Jumper. Well, they're worse nicknames to have. Love it. And we got some goodies on there. Sue, I'm looking forward to demonstration. I'll let you get set.
Okay, thank you.
Right, now this is kind of where it began. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to show you here. This is where it began. So tell us a little bit about Henrietta.
Well, basically, it's our logo.
You can see behind, there's Henrietta. Yep.
So what we did, as I actually drew the logo and wanted to actually have it then put into a knitting kit. So that's where Sue came in. I said to her, can you make me a knitting pattern and a knitting kit to actually do the logo?
Oh, okay, and there.
And this is it. This is like a custom built. So the one that we actually got here.
Okay, so this is the original.
That's the original.
This is the kit that we are offering, $14.99. Now it could be Henry or Henrietta, depending on how you do it.
Correct.
Very tactile, John. Beautiful feel.
Unbelievable, yeah, because the whole thing is knitted. And it's all down to the yarn as well, because this new yarn that we've got here from Wendy's, it's amazing stuff. It's more like fur than fur.
Oh, it does feel,
isn't it?
Feel like that.
And it's called roadkill.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay, all right. No. Sorry, I do you want to say?
It's called Ida.
Oh, okay.
I call it roadkill. But nevertheless, that's exactly how it comes out, because it is so much like fur.
It feels fantastic. It looks great. So what are we actually getting in the kit, John? I know we're getting the pattern, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah. What else are we getting in the kit then?
All instructions on how to put it together.
Okay.
You're actually getting the yarn, obviously, for his head, his arms, and what have you. Also, a small amount of white yarn to make his eyes, and also the eyelash yarn, which is the fur yarn, to make the actual body.
And this has been made into a beautiful doorstop.
That's it. Because what we actually do then is, in the instructions, in the pattern as well, we can actually put a pop sock inside that we actually fill with fish tank gravel. Again, it's shown in the pattern.
Or you can use rice or whatever.
You can, but we found fish tank gravel is good. Rice can tend to take on a bit too much moisture, whereas fish tank gravel won't.
Good tip, love that. Details on your screen, $14.99 is your price. Already getting busy for this, really, really nice pattern. How much? We're approaching 20% of the stock. When I said we're 3 minutes into the show.
Oh, that's superb.
Wow, I think it's cute. Now there is a warning when it comes to Henry. I've got to tell everyone.
Yes.
Henry does love company. So stick him in the room with you. He likes to watch Hochanda as well. So I've got to point that out. Whack on Hochanda and Henry will be happy. No, genuinely, I think that's a great kit. Details on your screen, 913-572, your item number. Moving on. Everything on the show today is incredible. Have a look at these. And also, something to point out, these are exclusive to Hochanda. What you're seeing here, come over here.
Yes. The yarn itself is. The actual slipper boot we designed about probably 8 years ago. But the yarn we actually, which is just absolutely exquisite.
Look at these. Now, it does come, John, you were saying, in 2 different styles. So we'll just show you here. Lovely. I'll tell you why I'm giggling, John. So I've got obviously the team in my ear, and I was just overhearing conversations, and we're already now talking to Sue, our floor manager's talking to Sue, asking about additional stock. That's always a good sign. So it's lovely. And everything you've brought, one thing I'm really getting a sense of is the quality, and at that price, $12.99, to be able to make a pair of slippers of this quality is incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
it is. And it's quite unique because it looks complicated, again, that you can actually sort of see this. There's no knitting in the round.
Right.
There's no turning of the heel, like in normal sock knitting.
Okay.
This is knit all in one piece.
Wow.
Which, again, I will show you in the demonstration a bit later.
The yarn is incredible. Now, I just want to show you the two different styles. So, obviously, you've got enough yarn to make one pair of either this style or the other style. That is very nice. Love those. And you kind of got that variegation in the yarn, too.
Yep,
beautiful, lovely.
It's adjustable as well. So if you knit to pattern, it'll come out to about a UK size 5.
Right.
But then it's adjustable to a certain part in the pattern, up to probably about a size 10.
All right, now you answered a question here because our director, Molly, has very big feet.
Oh, right.
So she's actually got size 9 feet.
Bless her.
And it's one of the things she was going to say, does it work for large feet?
Yes.
So fantastic.
But again, don't knit them too big because they do stretch.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. We're going to move on. We'll show you the options here. I wasn't meant to say that, Molly. I didn't realise I wasn't meant to say that. Nothing wrong with size 9 feet. Okay, so look, you're seeing here, what option's this? Autumn leaves. It's very, very nice.
That's right.
And then we've got the rainforest. You've labelled everything beautifully, by the way.
Yes, so when we're looking down, we're looking down at the names.
And then we've got our blueberry pinks.
Yeah.
I love these. And it is a very, very nice yarn.
It is. It's 100% acrylic, right? But it's a roving yarn. When I say that, it means that it's a single spun.
Nice.
So basically, you get a chunky yarn. So it was nice and chunky, but there's no weight to it.
Nice. Okay.
So, and again,
that's a roving yarn.
Yeah, it's a roving yarn.
Feel the education just pouring off you, John.
This is good, isn't it?
You were made for TV. Okay, so what size needles would we need to make?
6mm needles.
Brilliant, and that's pretty standard.
It is. But the nice part about these, to make them stable, right, you knit the 6mm needle, but you knit 2 strands together.
Oh.
That then brings the stable part about
that's
the actual
interesting. Okay, we will move on. I've got to tell you that 10% of autumn leaves has gone, proving to be a very popular option there. But beautiful to make for yourself or for a gift as we carry on down. And slippers you pay a fortune for.
Well, it's absolutely amazing as well. If you do the funky one as well, with all the tassels on, that's really, really good. Because if the ladies are wearing them and they have a trouser on, it looks like they've got hairy legs.
Oh, well, there you go. That's what every lady
not a
will
good
love.
sales point.
Well, no, maybe not. Okay. Let's have a look here. Now, we've got something. Now, this is going back to the fact that as a tailor, very fashionable guy, you designed these.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Just so we have a look at these because it's worth seeing. So this is our Celtic knot.
The Celtic knot shrug.
Wow.
And basically what you actually do with this, once you've actually knit, it looks amazingly complicated, but it's not. When you actually put this together, you can wear it 3 different ways.
Right.
Okay? Basically, you can wear the shrug at the front, as you see that, but this one here is exactly the same shrug, right? But we actually wear it so that the Celtic knot is on the back. That's how Sue likes to wear it. It looks amazing.
Just showing here now, we're just going to get a shot of that, John. So we've just spun it around. So another option, another way to wear.
It's like a cowl neck.
I'll show you, and then spin that round. So it's a little bit like a capelet.
That's it.
Type thing. Okay. And then we've got a final way to wear it.
And the third way is if you have a jacket on and you actually want to wear it as a sort of like a shawl, you can then actually wear it on the shoulder of your jacket and then drape it across the front. So the Celtic knot is on the other shoulder.
3 very different looks,
all
extremely
the same
fashionable.
Yes.
And I love all those looks. I'm a big fan. Okay, so we have got 3 different sizes for you. At the moment, we've got the small on your screen, $17.99 your price. Now, that comes with 3 of the yarn balls. If you go for a medium, then you get more, and large, you'll get more further still.
That's it. And all 3 sizes are on the pattern.
Should we go through the sizes? So your small would fit 8 to 12.
Yeah, just let me get my glasses.
Sorry, I've got you covered. Medium will fit 12 to 16.
Yes.
And then your large will fit 16 to 20.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it's a 3, 4, and 5 ball kit.
Fantastic. So 3 being your small. Small, just to reiterate, so if your size, dress size 8 to 12, small will have you covered. Medium is 12 to 16, and then your large will fit dress size 16 to 20. We got large on your screen right now, medium at the bottom, but you can find the small with all these options too. Brilliant. So we'll start here and say the yarn is exclusive to Hochanda for yourselves.
It's the actual sort of yarn itself is by Wendy's, by Thomas Ramsden's.
Yeah.
And again, as I say, it's 100% acrylic. It works well, but the colours are so vibrant.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
And yes, we don't have this anywhere else. In this Celtic Knot shrug, we brought it to Hochanda.
And we're very proud that you are here representing, and we love it. Look, what I would say, fantastic project. So I'll talk to you. My wife started knitting, and she loves it. So
Yes.
she made me a scarf, and she's knit a few scarves. But now she's got to the point where she's looking to find that next project. So
Right.
she's done the scarf, she's comfortable, she enjoys doing the scarves, but she wants to knit something, maybe take on a bigger project. Something like this would be perfect.
It
I
is,
think
yeah.
for any style of knitter, whether you're a beginner or more experienced, and at the end of it, you've got something beautiful
Yeah.
to wear.
Because it looks, as I've said before, it looks
Yeah.
complicated,
Yeah.
but there's no increasing, no decreasing, no cable needles. It's all knit in one piece.
But it's such a fashionable piece. It's
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. We've got more goodies for you. So these are your 3 options, whichever you want to go for. As I say, you've got 3 different sizes there as well. So we've got the medium as your main details on your screen at the moment, large at the bottom, or you can go for that small. So whichever you please, but so fashionable. Really, really nice. Right, we've got something else that's very, very fashionable for you. I know you're a fan of this. Take a look. We've got 4 different options. John, join
Right.
me over here.
Would you like Sue to explain? Because she's actually designed these scarves.
I'll tell you, when I chat to Sue at demo, we'll talk about that. I'll
problem at
discuss
all.
it with her.
Yeah.
But we have got, because I know Sue is just getting set for the demonstration. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. The quality, and this will be our first demonstration.
This is amazing.
Tell me about the quality.
This is superfine merino.
Ooh,
Right?
all right, you're saying all the right thing.
Yeah, it's amazing
Beautiful.
yarn.
Yeah.
It's by Serdar, and it's their Sublime range.
That's nice.
It is the most exclusive yarn, or exquisite yarn in the world. And again, once you actually knit with this, the knitting definition is just amazing.
nice.
It really is.
So we're getting the yarn. Are we getting a pattern with this as well?
You certainly are. You're
Yeah.
getting 4 styles, okay?
Wait, in the pattern, we're going
In
to
the
get 4
pattern,
styles.
you get 4 styles.
Should we discuss the styles?
Right.
So-
This one, first of all, is
That's nice.
yeah. Sue has designed that one. That's the mistake rib.
Okay.
I'm getting.
It's okay, that's fine. You can get help. That's absolutely fine. So there's
This is mistake rib.
mistake rib. Okay.
Right. This one, next one is the cowl, but it's Sue has designed that. As you can see, the stitching is absolutely amazing.
So our ribbed cowl, that is incredible.
That's
yeah.
really nice because when you actually wear that as a cowl,
Yeah.
you can then pull it over your head to be sort of like a hood as well.
Very warm, incredibly warm, beautiful colours coming through as well. Okay, so there is your cowl. Remember, what we're showing here, you're getting 4 different styles with your one pattern. You just decide what colourway you want to go with. That was your Serenity. The first one we saw was our Essence. We're going to move on to our Escape. Now, what style is this?
This one is truly reversible.
You're truly reversible.
Yep.
Okay.
And again, it's an infinity scarf, but it's a different stitch to the one that you did at the beginning.
Well, you can see that actually, yeah.
So when you actually turn it over, it is on the other side. It is truly reversible.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, love that. And then finally, we've got, and I think this is, this was the Escape, just to let you know. And then we've got our Tranquility.
And that one is exquisite. That is an asymmetric scarf. That's done in garter stitch.
Yes.
And it's designed that way to be worn. When you actually see Sue a little bit later, she's actually wearing one at the time, and that is just an exquisite scarf.
And Sue's going to be she's going to be demonstrating the little
picot cast off.
Yeah, which we show. Now, we traditionally associate picot with our parchment, our groovy system, but just showing you that little picot detail, that picot edge detail. Don't be daunted by it. Sue's going to explain, very, very simple. So just to reiterate, what you're getting here, you choose the options. You're getting a beautiful, and I cannot stress that enough, merino wool. So you're getting your merino wool. You're also going to get a pattern to make all 4 designs. Obviously, you have enough wool to make one of those designs. Okay. But then you've got education. If you want to reinvest in the future with more beautiful wool, you've obviously got the patterns there. $19.99, your price. We are talking merino wool. You're also getting 4 patterns. I mean, traditionally for a pattern, you'd be looking at what, £5 to £10 just for a pattern.
Exactly, just for that, yeah.
So 4 patterns,
it is amazing good value.
If you say £5 for per pattern, you've covered yourself there. And the merino wool, just a bonus. I think everything is so competitively priced. Right, we're going to have another look at Henry, who's proven very popular. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Over half the stock of Henry has gone. Our fabulous character. So if you do want to make your very own Henry for $14.99, incredible value, and the whole team have fallen in love with Henry. So you're getting your kit, you're getting your pattern to make Henry there, everything you need. 913-572 your item number. Obviously, if you're going to make him into a doorstop, then you just have to add a few other components there. But fantastic. Okay, so what are we going to be doing then, Sue?
I'm just going to show you how simple this asymmetric scarf is.
It looks fantastic on you, by the way.
And
that's
it's
lovely.
Really cosy,
Yeah.
and because it's merino, it's warm, but it's also cool as well.
What colour are you wearing there?
This is the
Serenity, is it?
613. Is that the Escape?
Apologies. So there's the Escape.
Turquoise one.
Okay.
This one I've just brought just to show how simple it is. That's the starting point.
Right.
So it's not a scarf where you start at one end, get to the middle and decrease down the other. You're starting at that end, 2-row pattern, increasing and decreasing as you go. That is just about ready for casting off. So you don't need circular needles, you don't need long needles. These are 35 centimetres. As I say, all your stitches go on the needle, ready for cast off.
Lovely.
The casting off with your picot edging is very, very simple. It tells you in the pattern how to do it. So you're going to cast on 2 stitches.
Okay.
No fancy cast on, you don't need cable cast on,
Okay.
just your regular cast on.
So we're just getting shot. Sorry, we just got close up now. So
Do you want me to take
just
those
show
back?
us again if you
Take
could.
those back.
Yeah, nice and slow. There
So
we go.
you're going to cast on 2 stitches
Lovely.
onto the left-hand needle,
Yeah.
and then you're going to cast off 5 stitches.
Right. So cast on 2, cast off 5.
Cast off 5.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's 1, and just give it a little tug as you cast them off.
Okay.
2.
Lovely.
3, 4, and when you've got your 5th one off,
Yeah.
you're going to put that stitch back on your left-hand needle,
Okay.
and you're going to go again.
Nice.
So,
And you can already see the picot edge.
yeah, your casting on 2 is the one that creates your little bobble,
Okay.
and then as you're casting off the 5, that's what is making it move along, so you are actually casting off
Yeah.
the edging.
Lovely.
Just allow yourself 45 minutes, half an hour or so in a quiet room, and then
Yeah.
you don't get disturbed.
Like that.
But it's, as you get the hang of it, if you go wrong, you'll realise, because if you forget to do your casting off, you'll end up with a long string of stitches. And that's it. You carry on just like that, right the way through to the end.
What? How big? Do you mind if I just show everyone there, Sue? Is that okay? So you can have a look. This is what Sue's just achieved in a matter of minutes. But do you see how you're starting to, well, I say seconds, that beautiful picot detail on there, and displayed wonderfully as well. We can see it here. It just looks so fashionable. Talk to me about this merino wool, because one thing people at home won't really be able to appreciate is just the quality. Very, very soft.
It comes from the merino sheep, which is a special breed of sheep. Originated in Spain to begin with, and then they introduced it into New Zealand and Australia. It has antimicrobial properties, which means it will absorb moisture, but it won't smell.
Nice.
And many people that have allergies to wool find they can wear the merino because it doesn't itch. It's very, very soft.
Very soft, and that's what I really wanted to get across. Could we? I know it's so quick. Could we just see that again? Maybe do a few more, just for anyone. If you do have any questions, please get in touch. studio@hochanda.com. We always love hearing from you. Any questions whatsoever, even if you just want to welcome John and Sue to the Hochanda family, because I think in the future they're going to be bringing us more and more fantastic goodies. Okay, so talk us through that.
You've got your 2 cast on, and then you're going to start off again with your cast off 5, which is a bit tricky when I'm shaking.
Oh, that's okay. Listen, you're first time on TV, Sue. You're doing a grand job. You really are.
Let's hope it's not the last.
Look, I'm hearing how busy we are. Trust me, absolutely will not be your last show. Speaking of which, as we're doing that, I just want to tell you, Henry, just going to pick Henry up here, 2/3 of the stock of our fabulous Henry. So I'm going to ask you a question. could you imagine Henry in your home? If the answer to that is yes, $14.99 the price there. 100 grams of your chunky. You're also getting 100 grams of your yarn in there as well. You're going to make your very own Henry. And of course, you're getting the pattern in the mix as well. Brilliant. Nice. So you're saying 2.
Cast on 2.
Yeah, cast off 5.
Cast off 5, and then the stitch that is left on your right hand needle goes back over to the left.
And then repeat.
And then you start again.
Brilliant. I mean, it's so quick.
It is. But as I say, allow yourself 35, 40 minutes in a quiet room, and then you don't get broken off.
Nice.
And that's it. If you do get broken off, quick tip, bob it down, just put an elastic band on the edge of your needles. And another tip as well, just thinking on, if you're unsure when you do your starting off and you can't quite see which row you're in, put a safety pin or just a thread marker in row 1, and then each time you pick it up you can see whether you're on row 1 or row 2.
Very good. Very good. Right, we're a quarter of the stock gone for our Serenity option. I mean, I'd say all the options are absolutely beautiful. There's not one option there I think looks out of place. They're all stunning, so soft as well. Now remember, you're getting 4 different designs, 4 patterns, and that to me is a massive selling point because you've got 4 unique styles. Now you've got enough yarn to make one of those styles, but having 4 of those unique styles, patterns, how much would you pay for just one pattern? You get 4. You get then to decide whether you want to go for your Serenity, your Essence, your Escape, your Tranquility. Those are different options, but you're seeing the different styles here displayed beautifully. So there we go. There's your yarn in there, merino, I should say. And beautiful styles coming through. So have a look on the website and see what option works for you. But we are very busy for everything. This is the inaugural show for the Wool Shop Leeds, and it is a busy one, and I'm so pleased for Jon and Sue. Okay, so there we go. Those are your options. Now we're going to have a look at some of the boots.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, the funky slipper boot. Yeah.
I'm going to just show you here. So this is just one of the options. There we go. Beautiful. Tell you what we can do, because I know you're going to be demonstrating this.
Yep.
Do you need a little bit of time to set up? I can do a recap, or do you want to jump straight to it?
Whatever you want, I can show you straight away because I've actually got it.
Okay.
So basically what you've got here is, which I explained to you before, it is an easy knit. Now I can actually show it because this is the actual garment here. That's your cast on edge. That's what you actually start knitting, then you cast off, knit to the end, cast off, then you start knitting the boot section.
Right.
Okay? So it is all done in one. So once you've actually put the boot together, sew up the front and sew up the back, you've then got the slipper boot.
Fantastic.
Right, and I must point out,
adjust to size as well?
You can. When you actually do the pattern, it will tell you exactly which stage of the pattern you can actually start adjusting.
Brilliant.
Okay? And it is at this stage that you actually need to tell everybody that it is a slipper boot you are actually sort of knitting, because when I first started demonstrating this, it did look like a pair of underpants.
Well, there you go. See? I can see the underpants there.
So basically what we want to do now...
It's not a pair of underpants.
No, it's not. It is a slipper boot.
Okay.
Right? So all you actually do now is... I want you to actually sew it up with an edge-to-edge seam. I call it a butt seam. Okay. For our American friends, it means it's something entirely different.
I know, it's just butting together.
It's butting together, yes. Okay. So basically, all you do is you actually thread up your needle. Yeah. At this stage, again, probably because you've got 2 yarns, because I've explained that you do knit 2 strands together to actually get the bulk. Okay. Separate one, okay? And then... you take your sewing up needle, you thread it on the one stage, keep this one separate, and then all you actually do then is you then sew up between, obviously your yarn is attached, and you've then pulled it into a circle, that's on your last cast off edge. You then pick it up, which is the edge one, on a bobble. Right? At this particular stage, you don't pull tight. You then pick the next bobble up on the opposite side. So again, you're knitting up. It's called mattress stitch, or the principle is mattress stitch. Right? But this way, then as soon as you get to a certain part, right, and you actually then start pulling gently, you can't even see a seam.
You really can't.
That way, it's then going to be lovely for wearing.
I'll just show everyone. Do you see how Jon's just pulled that together here? And he kind of referred to it as a butting up seam because it suddenly becomes integral. You cannot see that join. That is beautifully interwoven there. Wonderful.
Terrific. Yeah. So obviously continue on that. Now, if you're actually doing the one with the flower on, the style with the flower.
You give me problems here because I love both, John. I have to say, I'm drawn to this one for some reason. I think that's just a very artistic little...
it is. It's absolutely superb. Yeah. Whereas the funky slipper is great for blokes. Right? This one tends to be more for the ladies.
Now, you've hit on a really good thing. Obviously, we can wear either, but I can see, now you are getting the pattern to make both this wonderful design. How have you described this design?
This is just the plain one with the flower attachment.
Okay, so you've got the flower attachment there, or you've got your funky slipper boot in there as well. But if you were then to make up, because you've got that pattern, got both, you can then get some different yarn if you want to make up for guys, girls,
as long
whatever.
as it's chunky and as long as you follow the pattern from there. Yeah, that's absolutely superb.
I could imagine they feel great on the feet.
Oh, superb, yeah. I wear them all the time, though, so I don't open the door in them.
Oh, why not? You should be proud of these. Tell everybody, look at my designs.
But at the end of the day, they're absolutely superb to wear.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, once you've actually done that, and then you continue up there, if you're doing the flower, you stop your seam about 3 centimetres, but again it tells you in the pattern.
Right.
But you stop the seam about 3 centimetres up from that point.
Okay.
If you're doing the funky one, you sew right to the top.
Right.
But again, once you reach this point, again it's still the same edge-to-edge sewing. So when you're sewing up, you're sewing it that edge and that edge. So you're not actually making a seam.
Yeah.
So if you have a look at that one, I'll place that in there, again, it's just a flat seam, an edge-to-edge seam. So you can't really sort of see the join.
And I think for any non-sewers out here, the reason why we're discussing this, or knitters I should say, is because we talk about knitting in the round and there are various more advanced techniques, but here,
this
very simple make.
No, definitely not. That's why we designed it like that.
I mean, that is a really, really nice slipper boot.
It is.
I love that. I love them both. You are getting the pattern for both. The only choice you have to make is if you want, well, it's the colours basically. I'll show you the 3 different colours coming through here. So those are your 3 different options. You've got your autumn leaves, which is this one. There's your autumn leaf, your blueberry pink, which is in the middle. And then you've got
rainforest.
Rainforest.
Yeah.
Stunning. Just going to give you a little update with Henry. Ooh. Now, John. Henry's been very busy.
Oh, is he really? Very
Over
good.
80% of the stock's gone, and it won't be long, I reckon, before we are saying limited stock related. We're not calling it yet, but if we carry on at this pace, Henry proving very popular. I can see why.
Thank you very much.
Having him in the home, he must be a talking point.
Oh, it certainly is. Yeah,
we like our Henry.
Yeah.
And having that gravel at the bottom makes him plump.
Yes.
It's nice.
It also stands properly as well. And also, obviously, it's a decent doorstop as well. The doors are not going to be sort of coming out.
Very versatile.
Yeah.
Right. I'm always honest with you folks at home. We're going to go to a Freedom video. Now, the reason we're putting this in is because, truthfully, we have to talk to John and Sue about stock, getting more of it, because everything is busy. So we're going to leave you with Alex for a few minutes, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, everyone. I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom, you could be saving on your deliveries every month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you will benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And you know the best bit? You can cancel any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you will also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom member discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings-on behind the scenes. Just look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 10,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being a part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm now going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
It's lovely because you have the special offers, don't you, that give you a nice discount off, sometimes up to 20%.
I don't have to worry about the postage. I can spend a £5 on something that I've seen as and when I've seen it, or I can spend 20 or 30 or 50 pounds, it doesn't matter.
I get special offers, I get special discounts, they tell me when everything's happening, so if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
But yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see? You could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no ongoing monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 88888. So don't forget, you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive freedom discounts, members badge and a members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
There we go. We're going to have a little bit of recap. Apologies for that break, but it's just been really busy. And I'm so glad because chatting to Jon and Sue, you can see how passionate they are about everything that they're bringing you. And fantastic guests. Right, we're going to talk to you about Henry because we, I'm sorry to say, have, well, we're limited. We're about to go with Henry. So once he is gone, unfortunately, Henry, we're not getting any more stock. There's no more an extended delivery. So once Henry's gone, he is gone. Oh, but now you have to promise me, and I'm sure you will, if you're going to take Henry home, give him a good home. Give him some company and let him watch. He loves to watch a bit of Hochanda, so do let him watch a bit of Hochanda. That's our Henry kit, $14.99. We are limited. When Henry goes, we cannot get hold of any more stock. And I want to put this into context. At the moment, literally 99% of our stock has gone. That's how busy we are. He is about to go. There we go. We love you, Henry. Okay, something else that's proving very, very popular. Henry has now technically sold out. So if you have got Henry in your basket, please, please make sure to check out. For $14.99, you will not be disappointed. I think it's a fantastic kit. Okay, now take a look at this because we have got the most beautiful, original little slipper boots here. You are getting, for $12.99, the pattern to make not only this fantastic funky slipper boot, but also this very attractive classic style boot with the floral design in there as well. So just having a look at those. You're getting the pattern to make both, but you have enough yarn to make one pair. So let's think about this, and it's something I'm going to be talking a lot about this hour. How much would you be paying for a pattern? How much would you pay for a pattern just to make these slipper boots, these funky slipper boots? £5, £10? Let's say 5. So you're getting this pattern. You're also getting that pattern there as well. So I think just patterns alone, £10 worth of pattern, I've really lowballed it. I personally think just for the patterns alone, $12.99, you're winning. And then you've got both of these, so you're getting enough yarn to make one pair as well. You just have to decide which colorways you want, and I will go through all these. Now they will stretch. You've got different sizes as well, so ranging from size 5 upwards.
Size 5 to pattern,
so,
up to about size 10.
So size 5 to pattern up to size 10. So like our director Molly, if you have got larger feet, absolutely fine. So we're just going through. There was our autumn leaves. You've got your rainforest, and this here is our blueberry pinks. Half the stock of the blueberry pinks has gone. With the autumn leaves, I actually have to say I can't pick a favourite. I don't know, maybe the autumn leaves. I love them all though, and I love the designs too. Jon touched on something, because once you've got the pattern, then if you have some yarn in your stash as well, you can go on and make a few of these. Your friends and family, once they see you wearing it, they will want some of these. For the guys, because maybe guys won't want this particular design, I understand that. But what about this design, the funky slipper boot for the guys, and then you've got this one for yourself. I'm not saying the girls can't, ladies won't be able to wear this as well, but this is funky for the guys too. $12.99 your price. You cannot go wrong. Yeah, you really can't when you get this home. Enjoy, send us pictures of your makes. Now we're going to move on. Celtic Knot, you've got different sizes. We're going to put the small on the screen. I'm going to draw your attention to the actual styles, and I think it's important you see these, and then I'll go through the different options. As an actual pattern, as a design, I think this is fantastic. Now, Jon's designed this, and he comes from a tailoring background, so he's a very fashionable guy. He knows what to look for when it comes to fashion. So having a look here, this is one way to wear your Celtic Knot. Absolutely beautiful, and it really does embrace all those beautiful colours sort of traversing through the design. That is a statement piece. What you can do, put that over something quite simple, and then you just lift the whole design. So love, love, love that look. But here's the thing, exactly the same, just worn in a different way. And I know this is how Sue likes to wear hers. So if I just tilt our mannequin around, you can see the Celtic Knot is on the back, and then just wearing that on the front. So totally different look, exactly the same garment. And finally, one last look. This is if you're wearing a jacket, it's just another lovely way to wear the Celtic Knot. So just showing you the versatility. So that's just literally how you wear it. You decide which colorways you want to go for. And also, we've got an option to suit every size as well, because you know everybody is different. So let me explain. If you do go for the small option, and we got the small option on your screen, that will fit dress sizes 8 to 12. So if you're a dress size 8 to 12, go for your small, and that will come with 3 of these beautiful yarns. If you're a medium, that will fit dress sizes 12 to 16. So we will just pop up the details onto your screen. So you're getting 4 balls of the 100 grams of this beautiful chunky yarn. That will fit dress size 12 to 16. If you want to go for the larger option, absolutely fine. We're trying to accommodate every dress size. So with your large option, it will fit dress sizes 16 to 20, and you're getting 5 balls of the yarn, $25.49 your price there. So go for whichever option you want. Now this is interesting because Kim, our producer, was saying she'd go for the large, because then even if she doesn't maybe make it up to that size, she would keep maybe a ball of the yarn spare maybe for another project. So you've got that scope. Just really, really good value. Right, let's go through the different colorways here. So we're going to start here. Beautiful. So this is our autumn leaves. In the large, we are limited stock for the rain option, rainforest option. I'll get to that in a moment. So just moving on, here is our rainforest. Yeah, do you know what? I like the rainforest option. I mean, they've all got that variegated colour sort of transcending through them. And then finally, we've got our blueberry pinks. Each one has its charm, so it's really whichever colourway speaks to you. But ultimately, just as an item of clothing, as a garment to wear, I think it's a beautiful design. And it's one, do you know, it's the kind of thing when you wear it, it will attract attention and it will strike up a conversation. People who say, your friends and family, where did you get that from? And you've got the joy of saying, look, I made it. Because if you're watching Hochanda, odds are you love your crafting. So we don't want to go out and buy something, we want to make it. Okay, we have gone limited with the rainforest. That's on the large option. Details are on your screen. Just go for whichever size and whichever colourway speaks to you. 337-671, your item number. Now, we've got another scarf kit for you. Ooh, now these have been busy. Beautiful, beautiful designs. You're working with your merino wool, so you've got gorgeous wool. Got to point something out to you. You're getting 4 unique styles here. So again, let's just think about this as patterns. How much would you pay for a pattern? And I'm going to lowball it, £5. Let's say £5 for each pattern. So here you've effectively got £20 worth of just in the value of your patterns alone. So effectively the wool that you're getting to make your project. So you will have 4 designs and you'll get enough of the wool to make 1 pattern. That's how it works. Showing here, and you've got just such lovely designs coming through. So you've got your reversible, you've got, you know, Sue was going through, and we'll talk to Sue later on and she'll tell us all the names of the different designs. But they are stunning, stunning scarves. They look good, they feel good. You're going to love these. I'll take you through the different colorways, because that's the difference here is you just pick whichever option you want to speak, speaks to you. This is your essence, having lovely names, beautiful names. So there's your essence, a real purity, softness to your essence. 60%, oh, apologies, 20%, I misheard. That's my mistake. 20% of the stock's gone with the essence. Then we've got a Serenity. Half the stock of your Serenity. So Serenity, I think, really connecting with a lot of viewers at home. I'm not surprised. Beautiful colours sort of coming through there. The Escape is nice. Half the stock of the Escape. Look at this. Beautiful blues coming through there. I mean, lovely, lovely sort of earthy blues. And then finally, we have our Tranquility. And just showing you here. So that's your Tranquility. Lovely. Now, with the designs, I want to show you the different designs. This is something that Sue was just demonstrating when we were chatting to her earlier on, and she was showing you how to achieve this beautiful little picot detail on your scarf. Do you see that the picot detail coming through? That, please don't feel daunted by that. Oh, if I hold it that way, you can see it a bit better. Don't feel daunted by that. It is actually a very simple technique, and Sue was just showing it to you. So you're just casting on 2, casting off 5, and then moving everything from your right needle to your left, and you're good to go. And I think I said that right. Oh, good. Sue gave me a nod. I was worried. She was like, no. Okay, so there we go. $19.99 your price, 073-898 your item number. We've also got some books for you. Let's take a look at these. How to knit and how to crochet. So just give you, it's a great education here. $15.98 is your price in there. So you can see there all the goodies. You get both of those for $15.98. That's great value for money. 015-550 your item number. Now we've also got some more for you. Take a look at this. Knitted pets. All right, that's it. I'm in. If you loved Henry and you want to make some friends for Henry, $14.99 your price, and you're getting a book with loads of different ways to make some beautiful knitted pets. Brilliant. So we're going to start looking at our Celtic knots.
Right. Yeah, I brought one here with me. The Celtic knot itself, as I said to you, it looks amazingly complicated.
It does look complicated.
Right, but this now will show you that it really isn't.
Okay.
You know, the way that I actually designed it, the Celtic knot as well is something from Viking times.
Wow,
when I actually saw the design, I then thought to myself, how can I put that into an actual garment?
Nice.
And obviously this is the idea that I came up with. But once I actually sort of put it right, I'll be able to show you a little bit better. So when I said to you that there's no shaping, there's no increasing, no decreasing, no cable needles involved.
Brilliant.
This is just a straightforward moss stitch.
When you put it that way, John, now I have to say, and it's been a real education getting to spend some time with you, and you get a sense, obviously having that tailor background, it's in your mind when you're creating a garment.
That's right, yes.
So fashionable.
Yes.
Yeah, really, really nice. But you've made it as simple as possible.
That's exactly the result that we came up with.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what in actual fact you do, you knit it to the actual size that you're actually doing, whether it's small, medium or large.
Yep.
Now, when you come to the actual part, that's where you're casting on, right? You then knit to what it tells you in the pattern.
Okay.
These are the legs that you separate.
Right.
You then put it back on the needle,
Yeah.
and you continue knitting. Do exactly the same thing at this end,
yeah.
but knit the legs by dividing them off.
Okay.
But then you put them onto stitch holders.
Right.
Here we've got nappy pins.
Okay.
They are ideal, but you don't have to use nappy pins. As you can see, we've actually put them just on yarn,
yeah. So just
and that's holding the actual stitches in place.
Okay. So you either got your yarn, or you're saying like the nappy pins work very well. So whichever, think in your stash, whatever works for you.
That's right. Now, to actually make the Celtic knot, you turn this over. Yeah, we have a yarn in the middle of that. Sue, why do we have that?
Oh, Sue's currently talking to the team.
Oh,
trying
right.
to get more stock.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's okay.
I wonder why she put that in there.
But
that's
marker,
okay, because it is the marker
halfway
there.
point?
It is, but I can't understand why she's put that there. But anyway, once you actually do that, you then part the collar part.
Right.
You then bring this into place. This is where you now start making your Celtic knot.
Okay.
But you turn it round, okay, and you have the bottom part here that you come underneath,
so you're sort of
or
weaving
over the
through,
top, exactly weaving through there. And a quick tip at the end, what I've found as well is that if you get another knitting needle, right, and you just place that there, that helps it staying in position.
Brilliant, so it doesn't come back through.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Then your next leg...
Now, would you then, if you start under, the next one you start over?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what actually then makes the actual Celtic knot.
Right.
Put it over. Now this time, don't worry at this stage if it really, really does become, you sort of look at it and you think, my God, you know, it's really, really snug.
Yeah.
That's how it needs to be.
Okay.
Okay, then you just place the knitting needle again. Yeah. Right, so now you can
so
see.
locking them in, yes.
That's it. So with this one, over the top, underneath, but you can see now that it's getting really snug. Yeah. Don't worry at this stage.
Right.
You then place that in there.
Okay.
And the last one.
Oh, now that look's starting to come through.
Yeah, exactly. You come underneath, you bring that over the top, through again. Looks a bit awkward, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because this is how the Celtic knot comes together. You then place, and as you can see, this needle then does hold it in place.
Nice.
You then, once you've actually pulled that, right, you then start, this is your leg here, you start folding it over.
Okay.
Folding that one over. So now your Celtic knot is really taking shape.
Yeah.
Okay, and the same with that one. You turn it over, just spend a bit of time just getting it exactly it is.
Yeah.
Once you've actually got then...
Can I just show everyone there, have a look? So you can see how that starts building up. I'm going to pause there just for a second, just so you see, because obviously we're using the red here, but the colour options, and if you have a look, that really does showcase the beauty of their Celtic Knot design. So this is our rainforest, but I've got to tell you something, the rainforest, I'm sorry, that's sold out in the large. So if you want to go for the rainforest in the large, that's gone. This is the autumn leaves, exactly the same, but we have got the Celtic Knot behind. I mean, that looks fantastic. You've got the Celtic Knot, having it behind now takes on different connotations. It's got like it reminds me, I don't know, like a peacock design, sort of Art Deco. And then finally you can have that Celtic Knot off the shoulder. So exactly the same garment, but just showing how you can wear it different ways. And we just wanted to show you, so what John's indicating you is just demonstrating the principles of building it together. You're just effectively weaving it together.
Exactly.
The effects look incredible. And it's a compliment to the yarn that you've brought us as well, because it works so well with
Yeah,
this.
I've done it in a plain yarn here just to show, because it looks a lot sort of, it's easier to show on television.
Okay.
But the colours are just stunning. They really
was that
are.
something that you worked hard to try and find the right yarn for the pattern?
Yeah. Because again, you can do it in plain colours, but it is amazing when you get the variegated colours. It really is really nice.
Okay,
Once you actually finish that, right, then you put all these needles, all these stitches back on your needle.
Okay.
Once you've done that, you then, it tells you in the pattern then to continue, and that's how you finish it.
Perfect.
So that then, as you can see now, is your Celtic Knot.
But I mean,
so looks complicated, but not.
Incredibly, it looks incredibly stylish, but this is not, please don't be daunted by it, because I know to look at it, it might seem a little bit daunting, but when you see it all coming together, to prove the point, to illustrate the point, John, should we undo it? Just going to lay it out flat and just show you how easy it is, because I'm very quick and we just want to make sure everyone is getting a good look at how we've achieved everything. If you do have any questions, we would love to hear from you. studio@hochanda.com, even if you just want to welcome John and Sue to the family. Now, we have managed to get some more of the rainforest in the large option, because I know that has sold out. So we've had sellouts. Obviously, Henry's gone. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any more Henry. You've only got 2 days delay. So if you want to go for the rainforest in the large option, it's now back on extended delivery, only 2 days. So let's start again, John. We're just going to lay this flat. So things to point out. Oh, we can ask Sue.
Oh yes, Sue. Why is the marker there?
Just a tip. Because you're knitting such a long expanse.
So she's saying because you're knitting such a long expanse.
If you put a marker in halfway, it saves you laying it out on the floor and measuring the full length all the time.
She's a clever one, I'll see.
Well, she did. I didn't do that. I just knitted it.
Okay, fair enough. Good tip.
Also, where there's some thread through the last leg, the one nearest you, just to show if you don't have nappy pins or stitch holders, just use waste yarn.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so things to point out. We've knitted it all. Like you haven't had to use in the round or anything like that. Very simple to knit. Yep. Let's start here, because you'd knit these separately. So we're starting here. Talk us through it, John.
Right, so basically you've cast on there, you knit to how it tells you in the pattern, how many centimetres you need to do. Okay. You then divide off, you knit a certain amount of, because it's all divided off into sections, it tells you to knit a certain amount of stitches, right, and then leave the rest on your needles. Okay. Then you only knit that one there.
Is this a different knit?
No, yes, this one's called stocking stitch.
Okay, so
this one is called moss stitch.
So moss stitch and then a stocking stitch.
And the reason we do that is to really, again, show the actual knot itself. Because if you did it all in moss stitch, it wouldn't look too. It would just blend. No. Okay. Plus the fact as well, if you knit it in stocking stitch, it curls. Moss stitch, as you can see, doesn't. It lays flat. Okay, that's why we actually do that, so it lays flat on the shoulders, but curls for the knot. So we can we carry on going down. Sue, to give you a little tip, a halfway point, if you do want to put a little marker there, you can. Good tip there, Sue. And then once we get to the end, here we've again used our stocking stitch just to build up these elements. Correct. Now, just talk us through the nappy pins. Or the nappy pin, well, that's basically, you need to put it on the stitch holder because you can't do the actual Celtic knot. Right. If you leave it on the needles, you can't actually do the weaving. Okay. So once you've put it on either your yarn or your nappy pins, that's when you come into the Celtic knot job. A lot of viewers at home, if you're watching right now, you think you can definitely get to this stage.
And that's it. The actual achieving the Celtic knot is not hard, and we're going to demonstrate in that in just one moment. I just want to tell you, because we sold out of our rainforest option, that is back on extended delivery. The other two options, though, on immediate dispatch. And we've got the beautiful autumn leaves. And I have to say, the autumn leaves, I think the wonderful sort of burnt oranges coming through.
Yeah, it really is.
I really like the autumn leaves. So the autumn leaves, that is half the stock's gone there if you want to get hold of the autumn leaves. We've also got our blueberry pinks in there as well. Also half the stocks are proving very popular indeed. Right, should we show the actual, should we weave it up again?
Yep, certainly. Again, make the collar. So now you can actually put your Celtic knot together again. So again, with the first leg that's on the stitch holder, you weave through. Is that okay? I'm not going too fast for you?
No, okay.
That's lovely.
So we just see,
And just a quick tip, if you use another knitting needle, just to hold it in place, as you say, Yanis, that it won't pull back through.
Perfect.
Okay?
Perfect.
Now, all you actually do now with your next one, you do the opposite to what you've done the first one. So instead of going under, you go over the top.
Lovely.
Underneath. And again, as I did say to you before, it will become tight. It will become snug. Don't worry. Again, put that in there.
Lovely.
It needs to be snug to get the look. This one, which is your third one, is the same as your first one.
Okay. So you're just alternating. If you've gone under the previous one, you go over, or
the
vice
top.
versa.
Under, over the top.
Okay.
Bring it through again. And again, pierce it with the needle.
Nice.
And your last one is over the top. And this is where then the stocking stitch comes into its own. Because it does curl, it then makes the actual, we'll put that in there. That way
Beautiful.
I can actually pull.
Now that knot really comes in. John, I'm giggling because the team are telling me just how well you've done today. You're going to be very happy at the end of the show, and I'm genuinely pleased, because the whole point is that when we get new guests coming in, we love interest. The team are telling me off for saying that to you. No, you will be happy. I think you'll be happy. Look, the fact is, we love bringing new brands, and this is the whole point of Hochanda, because we genuinely work very, very hard to source fantastic guests. And you can see, you guys made for TV. You can see it.
Thank you very much.
No, really, I mean that. But you bring us great demonstrations, but something different too.
Right.
And making something like this, I can see why it's popular. Let me just show you that knot sort of coming through. Now, obviously, this is in red. This is not a colourway that we're offering, but what John did want to do is just demonstrate the technique in there as well. And we will have just a last look at the different styles. Remember, you can make the garment and then wear it 3 different ways, which kind of harks back, John, to your tailor background?
It is indeed, yes.
Yeah.
Because when I actually designed it, right, it wasn't, I didn't realise that it could be worn 3 different ways. Because once I gave it to Sue to actually start wearing, she then came up with the idea of actually wearing it 3 different ways. So I can't take credit for that.
You both work very well together. Do you know, one question, forgive me, I didn't ask you both of it. Married couple?
Well, we got engaged about 32 years ago.
Okay.
Right,
well,
and
still
she's
together.
No, she's still thinking about it. Yes.
You think about it, Sue. Don't rush into that. Do you know what's funny? I asked that to a guest. This was years ago, and they were just friends, and it was very awkward.
Oh, really?
At the moment, so I'm glad you are together. That would have been awkward. Okay, so look, I hope you've been enjoying this hour. We will just give you a little reminder of our deal of the day, proving very, very popular as well. So take a look at this. I think you're going to like this as well, John. Take a look. So we've got 24 reels, or spools I should say, of this fantastic Coats Moon sewing machine polyester thread. Now you're getting 1,000 meters on each reel. Beautiful colour palette. So you are getting, think about that, 24,000 meters on there for $19.99. It works out. I know typically we might go to the shop and buy, say, a 100-meter spool of thread. How much would you pay for a 100-meter spool of thread? £1, £1.50? Well, per 100 meters here, it works out at 8 pence, or just over 8 pence in there as well. Okay, so you can see there, that is our deal of the day. Lots on the show. Oh, take a look at this as well. Now, this is one of our 7-day savers, saving £15. £10 your price there for your continuous zip length with 40 sliders. That's a colour black, 882742. And breathe. Now, I said something to you both before we went live, how quickly it would go. Does it feel like it's gone quick?
Yes,
Gosh,
it
yes.
It does, doesn't it? It's the magic of TV. How's it been your first hour?
Yeah, totally enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
seriously, yeah.
All
yeah.
right. Are you
Yeah,
gonna, you going to come back?
Hopefully,
Hopefully,
yes,
yeah.
if you'll have us.
Just going to, absolutely.
If
Absolutely
customers
gonna
will have
you.
us.
Wow, no. You're part of the family now. Let's just talk about the scarves, because 4 different designs in here, Sue.
That's right.
They're beautiful scarves. They're
And they're all
wonderful.
very simple.
Yeah, simple to wear, but as you're displaying here beautifully, wonderful accessory to wear, and you can wear something, say a plain jumper, and the scarf just sets it off.
Just finishes it off.
But you know when it's chilly, and we have got a cold bite coming up, it's been chilly recently, just getting the scarf going out, the wool's so warm. It is lovely wool. Okay, so we're going to go through. You've got 3 different options. So the only thing you need to decide, I said 3, 4. The only thing you need to decide is your colorway. So here's your essence, just showing the essence there. You're getting 4 of the yarn balls. Then we've got our Serenity, showing that through, and it is a beautiful, beautiful soft wool. Then we've got our Escape, just showing that there. And then finally we've got our Tranquility. Each, sorry, go on.
Sorry,
No, no.
they are all knitted on straight needles. You don't need long needles
Okay,
for them,
brilliant.
or circulars.
And each one, say what you're going to get. So you'll get your yarn balls, so you're getting 4 of those, and enough yarn to make one of the designs, but you're actually going to get 4 designs being sent to you within the kit. So that's fantastic to have 4 individual designs, and then you just decide which one you want to wear, which is
That's
lovely.
right.
Should we just go through, because now I've got you here. When I was by myself, I was a little bit stuck for how to describe the name. So with this design, how would you describe that?
That's an infinity scarf. It's
Okay.
just knit as one long
Yeah.
scarf, and then you join the cast on and cast off edges together.
Beautiful. Okay, so we got our infinity, and then if I lift this one up,
That one, I don't know what the rib is, the proper name. I call
Right.
it truly reversible because it
Okay.
is. Done that as a double cowl,
Yeah.
so you can wear it folded over, or as John said earlier, if it's cold, you can pop it over your head.
nice.
So it can actually become a hood.
Yeah, I
Like
like,
a
I like
snow.
that.
Yeah, it's lovely, is
no?
that? Yeah.
And over here, this is another
That
reversible.
one is the same knitting as that one,
Yeah.
the truly reversible. That's another infinity scarf.
but you've got the
Yes.
reversible aspect.
Yeah.
And then finally, we've got, now this one I do know, so we've got that beautiful picot edge in there.
The
That's right.
asymmetric scarf.
The
It's
asymmetrical
superb,
one,
is that?
which is the one
Yeah.
I'm wearing.
Well, just, now this might be my favourite. It is just such a fashionable, but they all
This
are
is
great. They all are
superb,
great.
is that?
But the
Yeah.
beauty is you don't have to decide, because you're getting all 4 designs, including your patterns, and obviously this beautiful, so soft the wool. Time has beaten us. Can I say a big thank you to you both?
Thank you
Thank you.
very much.
First time on TV, you've done a fantastic job. You really have. Well done. Lots
Thank
more.
you very much
Did
too.
you, really quickly, any mentions? Do you need to say hello to anyone?
No.
No, not at
No,
all.
just
No, in
anyone-
fact, when people say that, I think, no.
Okay, fair enough. Please come back and see us soon.
Not
Thank
at all.
you
Thank you very
so
much
much
indeed.
for your company. Now, you can catch up on this hour as well if you have just tuned in. Go onto our website and recap the hour, or you can do it on our app as well. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
Cheers.